Salutation, guys. This is going to be One Piece chapter 947, Queen's Gamble. So, yeah, that sounds interesting indeed. I wonder what Queen's going to be doing. So, we got a cover page with Brook and a bunch of seagulls, and he's just orchestrating them. It looks pretty dope. I've not seen Brook get any spotlight for a while. So, with this chapter, we start off with the flashback of Sabundi arc. Do you know the part where Kami's slave collar, where Rayleigh just takes that thing off and he just throws it? But this time we get a different perspective, right? We get to see that Rayleigh actually used haki, because obviously back then it wasn't really properly introduced, so we didn't see this part. But now seeing it from a different perspective, no, in hindsight, we see that he was using haki. So that's what Luffy was thinking. So now he's gonna try do something similar to Big Mom. So Big Mom's coming his way, but it's kind of comedic in the sense where Luffy just takes a massive L and he fails, and both of them get sent flying into the wall. But luckily, they both survived. And yeah, I find it funny how Ryu's like, "Oh, I managed to." No, Haguro was like, "Oh, I managed to guard myself with haki, obviously." So they both survived. And then we get onto an explanation about how armament armament haki works, but in more detail. So in a sense, it's an invisible armor that increases the attack. We already knew that, but then there's a level above that, which I thought was quite interesting. It's the ability to clad yourself. No, it's to send your haki energy into your opponent and destroy them from the inside out. So I thought that was pretty cool and a good explanation to what the next level of haki is. And we see that Luffy's already done that with his collar anyway. And then, but then no time to explain when Big Mom's trying to kill you, and you just see them running away. And the rampage continues on for quite a bit, and yeah. So, but Queen has an idea. So this is where the Queen's gamble was really good. I thought it's quite cool. So his plan is, he notices they're just running around in circles. So he kind of waits for Big Mom to come back around, and he's literally at the top of the mountain, and he literally just jumps. No, he puts he puts a pot of Oshiro as like a bait, to distract her, and he literally jumps and he goes head first into her. And I was like, yo, but like at this point, like she literally tanks that hit so hard, and at this point, I thought Queen was gonna die. Oh yeah, and this is the part where Big Mom actually regains a memory, so I thought that was quite convenient. And this amnesia cliche is finally over. And I always find that a cliche so annoying, so I'm glad that's over. But thanks to Queen, Big Mom's memories have now returned. And there's this one panel where Queen's face, he looks like he's done. It reminds me of how Eneru looked like, NL, for the manga guys, how he looked like when Luffy was resistant to electric. But luckily for Queen, this is where his gamble pays off, because Big Mom actually falls asleep. Because if she did not fall asleep, everyone would have died, because now she's regained the consciousness and has full power, full use of her power. And then, as soon as she falls asleep, he starts panicking and he gets everyone to bring the sea stone cuffs and chains, and all the precautions, because she's a Yonko. And I'm not even sure, even with all the precautions, they'll be able to hold her back, to be honest, because she's just so damn strong. But with that, right, I thought this part was quite funny. Like, they literally just tie her up and take her off, and Queen, he just gets up and leaves. He goes to Kaido, to deliver Big Mom. And the funniest thing is, they literally forget about Luffy, because obviously, compared to Big Mom, he's kind of low priority. They literally just leave the man alone. Like, imagine leaving a guy with 1.5 billion bounty, just ignoring him. Jeez, that just shows how much stronger Big Mom is, and how much the difference really is. So with that, it's literally just Luffy and a bunch of fodder. And Luffy says, with Big Mom and Balloon gone, I won't really have anyone to fight. So I've been free for a minute. I'll be taking Udon from now. So with this, right, Luffy now has reigns over the whole place. No one can stop him. Nobody, because all these guys are just gonna get like obliterated. So that was pretty cool. It's a very good chapter indeed, actually. Story is definitely progressing somewhere. I want to see what Kaido and Big Mom's interaction is going to be. And maybe Big Mom might escape before she meets Kaido. So who knows? But I want to see what Luffy can do with the prisoners. And I'll see you guys next week.